All right, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time zone you're in. This is Uncle P, and this is our Sunday news event schedule, so that you're aware of what news events are potentially going to be coming up for this trading week. And there are a few dangerous ones that you really do need to pay attention to. So this video won't be long; it'll be short and sweet. But I want to make sure that you guys, and as I'm looking at this, I'm clicking on the highlights. That's why I'm looking away from the camera. I'm going to highlight the ones that I think should be very, very important for you to be paying attention to prior to taking trades. All of them are, in fact, but I'm going to highlight the ones in yellow that I think I should have did this yesterday. So anyway, here we go. Let's go ahead and get started. Let me get a couple of announcements out the way, and then let's rock and roll right into this news. There's a lot of news coming up this week, so you do want to be aware of these landmines before you take a trade, okay? There's a lot of them. But first, let me start with this. This is our monthly tracker. Anytime you ever want to go to see our data, just go to our website right here. Go to superezforex.com. You'll click right here, join our signals group, okay? And this green tab right here, you just click on that and it'll bring you directly to this tracker. So the reason we did that is because a lot of people want to say, can I see your results? So what we did was just created a simple spreadsheet so that at any time you guys can just click right here, go to the results, and you can see it at any time you want. And it's updated every weekend after the market is closed, okay? So just like for an example, this is what was happening in the signals group, which, by the way, you can see there has not been a single loss in the signals group since the beginning of the year. Okay, not a single loss. So that's 37 plus 16. Let's do some math real quick. 37 plus 16 plus 5. That will give a total of 58 winners and no losses since January. Okay, again, that's 58 wins and no losses for the signals group. And in Ms. Jenny's group, you can see right here. Let's do a quick calculation there so that you guys are aware. And I'm getting through this because I want to hurry up and get to the news. There's a lot to cover, but a lot of people are always asking for data, performance. And so I'm actually just going over that so you guys are aware of what we have done. Last week, they did 4,630 pips in the group, so that gives them a total in Miss Jenny's live trade sessions, which comes with the signals. You get the signals and you get 2 live trading sessions with Miss Jenny twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and you can go, if you sign up, the tutorial schedule and all that is in the tutorials, okay? I'm saying the tutorials. The times for the classes will be in the tutorials. That's what I meant. Okay. So anyway, here we go. So they've done 35,423 pips since January 1st in the live sessions with Miss Jenny. So they're rocking and rolling there. Now, as far as the copycat group, a lot of you guys are asking questions about the copycat group. You can see in our first month, we did 62 winners and only 4 losses. We did 50 wins and 8 losses. And then we did 15 wins last week. This is last week, 15 wins and 2 losses. Okay. So, that's what we did. And as far as totals, here's where we are for the copycat group. I always just keep this on a separate spreadsheet because I share this around. So last week we had 15 wins and only 2 losses. And for the year, since January 1st, we are at 127 winners and only 13 losses, okay? Let me say something really, really quick that's really important here, okay, on this copycat. If you're going to join the copycat, please make sure there's 3 providers, myself, Dr. Elvis, and Miss Jenny, okay? So all 3 of us will be trading on our personal accounts, and you're just getting copied on them. It's as simple as that. Once you set it up, you don't have to stare at it. Check it once a week, once a month, whatever, okay? Don't check it every minute of the day and or this and that, because we trade different from the retail traders, which is why we have such a high win rate. Number 2, we are a high volume trading group, okay? High volume means we trade a lot. We take a lot of trades amongst us throughout the week. On average, you can expect anywhere from 15 to 20 trades to 25 trades, okay? So right here, we still have 4 or 5 trades open. Let me check that real quick, and I'll tell you, we still have open 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see. Yeah, we got 4 trades open right now as we speak. So that means with the 4 trades that are still open, Let me see with the 4 trade. Now I can't pull that on screen so you guys can see it. With the 4 trades that are still open, that means we took 21 trades last week. You get what I'm saying? That's a lot of trades for one portfolio. So if you're going to start with the copycat and you only have like $500, I would suggest don't try to follow all 3 of us, because with that volume of number of trades, and some will go into profit right away, some will be held as swing trades and this and that. There's going to be a variation. But if you have a portfolio that's too small to handle so many different trades, yeah, you can see, and you're trying to over leverage it by going 10, I want 0.10%, 0.10 on my lot size, and you only got a $500 account. It's not going to work. So you can join the copycat, but try not to follow all 3 of us at the same time. Pick and choose who you want to follow. You know, you can follow all 3 of us, or you can follow 2 of us, or just 1 of us. It's up to you what you want to do, but make sure that you're picking the number of people in accordance to your account balance, okay? Because between us, we take basically 2 trades at a time, and as we're banging them out and closing them, we're popping open another between us. So it's a boom, 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 okay? So don't come and join with a small balance and try to follow all 3. Follow 2 or 1 at a time. Start off with 1 or 2, and then as your account balance is growing, you can join and copy all 3, and then you'll really see some huge profit margins. We're doing phenomenally in the group. We've been getting testimonies over and over and over again. Somebody just did flipped 11,000 into 22,000. See that kind of account balance? Yeah, you can follow all 3 with no problem. Somebody with a small balance, they said, hey, even with my small balance, I was able to get this account flipped over to in a 17% in the first month. 17%. Another person, 35%, flipping their account into 35% profit in their first month with us. So if these testimonies are coming in, somebody just shared in the group, hey, guess what, guys? I just got my first profit split from my prop firm. Okay. So testimonies are there, but just you got to manage your money right. Got to manage your money right. Okay. So that this is going to work for you. Okay. If you have like an account balance of $1,000 or something, yeah, I think, you know, as long as you're using a nice lot size, yeah, you can follow all 3. But if you're like $500, $200, then pick just 1 person at a time. Let that account grow. And then from there, as it's growing, you can add in another person. You can add in another person until you follow in all 3. Okay. All right. That's enough of that. Let's get on out of here. And let's go ahead and get to the news, because there's a lot. All right, so here we go. On Monday at 2:30 a.m., you have the Swissy, the Swiss, CHF. Some of you guys call it Chief or Schiff or whatever. It is the Swiss franc, okay? Swiss accounts, all right? So the Swiss is coming up with their CPI numbers. And what is that? Consumer Price Index, or what I like to call consumer price inflation numbers. How much extra you paying out of your pocket for the same food, grocery bills, and rent every single month that you're unhappy with. That's what this represents, in my opinion. So that's going to come out. So it may be a little blipping going on with the Swiss, but as far as changing directions of the entire trend over this news event, I don't see it happening. Okay, AUD is coming out with their production numbers, okay? Producer pricing, I forgot the name of this, producer manufacturing index or something like that, okay? But either way it goes, it's the PMI numbers, production numbers that's coming out for AUD. Same thing for the Euro. Same thing for the GBP, and same thing for the USD. Now, why do I put these on here? They're not earth-shattering. They may cause some blips going on in the market. So during these times, and you can take a snapshot of this, during these times, if you're in a trade or you are about to take a trade, you might want to take a look at this. The reason why is because this can cause a little jumping in the markets if the numbers are off too far. Okay, so just in case you're in the trade and you say, what just happened? Now you know what just happened, okay? But again, I don't see them that impactful. Now, the ones that I do see impactful are the ones in yellow, such as the ADP jobs report. Now, normally this was never that important to me, but because of the presidential election, so you know what happens is they try to boost these numbers up, make it look real pretty and good, you know what I mean? So this could be a good report and make the market jump nicely, but if the numbers come out and they suck, because what the ADP jobs report is, you'll notice the ADP jobs report comes out a few days right before Friday's big kahuna, which is what? NFP, non-farm payroll, which is the big jobs report for the U.S. And that will make the market jump around. All of them pairs be popping and jumping like popcorn. So you want to be very, very careful on NFP, okay? Notice this over here, NFP, non-farm payroll. That means any jobs that are not considered working on a farm. Non-farm. If you're on a farm, you're not counting in these numbers. You work at a restaurant, oil change place, whatever. Your numbers are counted as far as employment. This is a really important number, but this is kind of like a precursor to give them a heads up of what they can anticipate for Friday, in my opinion. So that's why the ADP report started becoming very important. ADP is a huge company that processes people's companies' employee paychecks. So they get to see the data, what's going on with unemployment numbers before this one does. Okay, so that's why this started being important. The CAD is coming out with their interest rates on Wednesday, which is very important. So you do want to see interest rates. Be careful. Don't trade, especially if you're a newbie. Don't trade during these news events. It's on that list. Look at that. Interest rates. Avoid it. Now, this is interesting. Fed Chairman Powell is coming out on Wednesday. He's going to be bumping his jawbones. And that's a black colloquialism. That's a black statement saying he's going to be talking. Okay? Bumping his jawbones. Okay? Okay. People in the hood, you know what I'm talking about, right? Okay. Anyway, moving on. So, Fed Chairman Powell, he's going to be coming out on Wednesday, and he's going to be having a discussion about potential Fed interest rates, probably. And he's going to be talking for a couple of days, but the first day is the main one, because the nation wants to hear what is his thoughts on hinting towards potentially raising interest rates. So, if he says something like that, you can see the market jumping around like crazy. Very crazy. Even though it ain't announced, it ain't said, but if he opens his mouth and lean towards, yeah, I think we're going to have to raise interest rates, watch the dollar do its thing, okay? Watch the dollar do its thing, and then all the other currencies will react accordingly. But if he just, you know, bumping his jawbones and shooting the breeze and ain't saying nothing important, then probably nothing happened, okay? Then you got the Swiss coming out with their unemployment numbers. I don't see this as a big earth-shattering thing, but it could cause a little jumping in the market. Interest rates are coming out for the euro, a part of the eurozone on 8/15. Unemployment for CAD is coming out, and then finally we're ending the week with NFP. I feel like a news reporter with this stuff. So anyway, now you have all this data information. You know about our services. So guess what? I am done reporting for today. I hope you guys have a great weekend. If you have any questions, you know, just do the normal thing. Just shoot us an email to superezforex@gmail.com, superezforex@gmail.com, and we'll love to have you. But if not, I will see you guys in class on Wednesday. And again, you can be anybody off the street. You don't have to be a part of Super Easy. Just come on in, ask questions, and I'll try to do some lecturing, teaching, just to help the retail trader out, you know, and it's no cost. So the link is always in the description of my YouTube videos. So every Wednesday at 9 a.m., if you want to just join in our class, come on in. I don't care. You know, you ain't got to buy nothing. It's all good. Okay? All righty then. Enjoy your weekend. See you in the next one.